Let's explore the deep connection between a monk and a dense forest. We follow the monk as he walks alongside his master, immersed in silence and feeling an inner emptiness. But an unexpected revelation awaits him, bringing teachings about the search for true inner abode. Let's dive in. Why would a monk long to travel to the depths of a dense forest, far from the noises of the world and enveloped in the absolute silence of the universe? That forest was so dense that even during the day, it seemed immersed in darkness. As he entered the forest, the monk felt an inner void. For everything that exists externally, there is something that dwells internally, and that emptiness the monk experienced within himself, complementing the impenetrable silence around him, was a new sensation for him. As he walked alongside his master, his eyes fixated on the majestic trees, tall and ancient. That forest remained untouched and pristine. The monk remembered his childhood. Suddenly, he recalled when he had a family, with a father and mother by his side, taking care of him throughout the days. He would never have imagined that he would become a monk, walking alongside his master deeper into that silence that no one could fathom. He lost his parents in a civil war and became an orphan. Going from having everything to having nothing in an instant was an experience the monk lived through. Today, he felt that same emptiness within himself, as if he were delving deeper into the absence that haunted him the moment he lost his family. The master gazed at his disciple and realized he was immersed in thoughts. He asked him what troubled him. Restlessly, the monk confided in his master how those forests evoked his past, how each tree he encountered resembled a fateful moment of the day he lost his family, and how the emptiness he felt that day was minuscule compared to what he now experienced. As if the entire forest reminded him of his condition as an orphan, alone, and helpless. Being a monk and being disturbed by absence was not good news for the master. Monks must dive into the ocean of absence and nourish themselves with the calm and serenity that absence carries, something all beings accomplish every night when they fall asleep. However, a day is permanent. The master had always told the monk to sleep every night as if it were the last, which had helped him establish a relationship with absence throughout all those years, and now what tormented him was going to bed with him. Yet, those solitary forests and the trees carried an aura of divine absence that overwhelmed the disciple. The master made the monk observe the trees. He asked if those trees standing in the forest lived with their parents or if they were orphans forever. Looking at the tree, the monk tried to guess the answer. It remained solitary, without a father or mother, and thus, the disciple affirmed to the master that those trees seemed like orphans. "Are you sure?" the master asked again. The monk grew apprehensive and observed more attentively. He reached the conclusion that the roots of the trees delve into the soil, while their branches extend in all directions. "I don't know, master. I only sense that this tree delves deep into the earth and rises high into the sky," replied the disciple. Suddenly, the monk smiled, and he understood his master's message through his own response, as if he could hear the divine voice of his mentor echoing through the clouds. "Look at these trees, monk. Contemplate them closely. With each moment, their roots delve into the earth, seeking something in the depths, while their branches reach higher and higher into the sky, seeking something greater. You can clearly perceive that this tree is searching. It longs to know and discover something through its roots in the earth and its branches turn toward the sky. It searches the three realms for answers. It wants to know if there is a father or mother waiting for it somewhere, or if it is an orphan. You claim it is an orphan, and it probably is. That is what drives it to search for its home, its true abode. It doesn't yet know, but observe, it is in pursuit. And in this process of seeking, it becomes larger and stronger, more resilient and steadfast, fulfilling its purpose as a tree and serving its creator. You, my dear monk, are also an orphan, just like all the trees here in the forest. By staying alongside these trees, we will meditate and find our true home. Perhaps we are all headed toward the same dwelling, and we are all orphans. In our journey to find the inner abode, we discover that even in the depths of solitude, we are capable of rising towards our true essence. May the search for our inner abode strengthen us, inspire us to grow, and lead us to the fullness of being who we truly are. Thank you for watching, and be blessed.